Emotional support is important.
Tea parties are a must for the well-mannered. If
She's not back yet. Oh, I hope nothing bad happened to Master Chevin. Hey, that little kid is crying. I wonder what happened. Let's go check what's wrong. Master Chevin, she went to gather volcanic crystals, but she's still not back yet. I told the guards, but they said they don't have people to spare. Plus, that area's super dangerous, with tons of monsters. They have to finish making preparations before they can try to rescue her. So, you'll help? Great! They said Master Chevin might have stopped around here. She might have been forced to go near the Umbral Needle. If that's the case, please, you have to So this is your home, Mualani. Paimon can't wait to have a look around.
See? What did I tell you? A dip in the hot springs after a battle is just the best.
Fetch me a bottle of wine, would you, dear?
Just one? Let's get another. It's still early in the day, isn't it?
Want to go to Golden Dusk later?
Now this is a vacation. Absolutely amazing.
Wow, it's so lively around here. Is there some kind of holiday going on?
We try to treat every day like a holiday around here. We believe every day is worth celebrating. Now, let me show you around. Where to start? Shochiqui Cattle Records, Kalamchi Plaza. Oh, there's so many options, but I recommend starting with the real highlight around here. The hot springs, of course. Natural hot springs have tons of health benefits. Go for a nice long soak and you're guaranteed a good night's sleep.
Wait, you want us to bathe?
Oh, don't be shy. Come on, I'll take you to get changed.
Mualani!
Huh? Oh, Auntie Atea!
Please, I've told you that just Atea is fine. Do I look that old to you? Were you taking these two to the hot springs?
That's right. Oh, let me introduce you. This is the Traveler, and the small one next to him is Paimon. They only just arrived in Natlan, so I'm taking them around to experience our customs.
Hi there!
I'm Mualani's neighbor, Atea. By the way, Mualani, I heard you lost to Kachina during the pilgrimage. Is that true?
Yeah, I was this close to winning. Oh, definitely not the result I wanted, but still not too surprising. Kachina's always been strong. Anyway, it's all in the past. I'm gonna take these two for a dip in the hot springs. Talk to you later. Oh, wait. You'll need swimsuits first. I'm sure I can find you something lying around the shop. I'll go look.
Hold it right there, young lady. Have you forgotten the rule about bathing in the hot springs?
Rule? Oh, wait, you mean...
There's a rule about bathing in the hot springs?
That's right. Outlanders have to complete a trial at an artificial hot spring before they're allowed access to the natural ones.
It's not nearly as scary as it sounds. Basically, natural hot springs have higher temperatures that not everyone can withstand. A few travelers have gotten scalded by the water in the past, so now we have an unwritten rule. All Outlanders need to adapt to the lower temperature artificial springs first. But seriously, Auntie Atea, do we have to be so strict? These two are formidable adventurers.
Famous last words. The hot springs are not to be underestimated. You can never be too careful. Besides, the environment's been unstable lately. Could be a sign that the abyss is about to attack.
Oh, that sounds dangerous. You know, Paimon's really not all that formidable, so careful is good.
Exactly. There will be no excessive risk-taking on my watch. Mualani, take them to the artificial spring first.
Okay.
That's more like it. And don't try anything funny. I'm heading to the artificial spring in a bit, and if I don't see you there, your days of copping free meals at my place are done.
Relax. Oh, by the way, Atea, how have you been feeling lately?
Much better. How else would I have the energy to keep an eye on all you rascals? Hey, you over there! How many times have I told you no roughhousing near the hot springs?
Oh, shoot! That weird lady's back again!
Run! Stop right there! You need a stern talking to!
She sure has a lot of energy.
She's a legend in our tribe. Everyone knows her. Back before I inherited my ancient name, she was one of Natlan's most renowned warriors, famous for her love of hot springs. In fact, she often threw parties at the hot springs. She referred to anyone who came to these parties as her hot spring buddies. The attendees were all respected warriors like Liliuo, Kaiulani, Vichama, and the Archon.
If Paimon lived here, she would take advantage of the hot springs too.
It's just, During battle, she was impaled in the abdomen by an abyssal monster. The doctors managed to save her life, but they made it clear that she could never bathe in the hot springs again. Abyssal power still exists within her body. Immersing herself in hot water would accelerate the corrosion of her internal organs and the progression of her illness.
Oh, no wonder she has so many scars. Paimon had no idea she was so serious.
That's normal. She never talks about her injury. She's worked tirelessly over the years to dig up artificial springs so that more and more people can experience our tribe's natural wonders, even though she can't enjoy them herself. I really respect her for that. Anyway, let's head to the artificial springs. If Auntie Atea gets there before us, we're gonna be in some real hot water.
That's a great idea. I like it.
See, I told you the chief would agree. Well, let's get moving then. We can't let a word of this slip to anyone else.
Hey, Amina, Hikaru, Marukau. You three seem...
Oh, Mulani, you're back.
This is the Traveler and Paimon, two very important guests. I wanted to take them to the natural hot springs, but Auntie Atea caught us, so we had to come here first.
Oh, what a coincidence. We were just talking about her.
We think Auntie Atea's illness has taken a turn for the better.
Really? How can you tell?
Okay, so while you've been busy with the pilgrimage, we noticed that she's been visiting specifically the hot springs in the cave to the north of our settlement. I'm sure you know the one. Apparently, she used to go there a lot before they became abandoned for some reason. She could never come into contact with hot water before, and now she's visiting the hot springs every night. I mean, it's pretty obvious what that means. Yeah, so we got to thinking, what if we renovated the abandoned spring behind her back, then threw her a huge Chief Amina thinks it's a great idea too. So you want...
Of course! How could you even think of pulling this off without me? I'm a little busy right now, though. I'll come find you once we're done at the hot spring.
Of course! Take your time. You should focus on our guests for now. These artificial springs are pretty new, but the experience is just as good as the natural ones if you ask. And you two, I know you want to focus on Atea's surprise, but don't forget your patrol duties in the meantime. The Abyss could attack at any moment, so we need to stay vigilant.
You got it, Chief. We'll keep an eye out. You can... All right, we're off then. See you at the abandoned spring, Mulani.
I'm also gonna head out. Have fun!
Finally, it's hot spring time! Oh, I already arranged swimwear for you guys, by the way. Come on, I'll show you to the change... So, what do you think? Can you feel the warmth relax every muscle in your body?
Yeah, it's so nice. The steam is warm too.
The first time I came to the hot springs, there was no calming effect whatsoever. I was such a little ball of energy, the moment my parents looked away, I ran off to the high-temperature pools. It was actually pretty funny looking back on it. They were absolutely frantic, looking for me all over, until finally they saw my head slowly poke out from under the water. I was too young to remember the whole ordeal, but my parents told me all about it. A natural-born swimmer, my mother called me. Just like her, I taught myself how to dive underwater the first time I ever went swimming. So feel free to go for a swim. I'll be right here if you need rescuing.
Okay, here goes nothing.
Auntie Atea, you really came to check on us?
Of course. And I'm glad you listened. I brought you all some milk and snacks as well. I'll just leave them here. The temperature in the artificial springs isn't too high, so I went with Saurus crackers and grain fruit chips. See how you like them.
Oh, thank you! These are great!
Well, I did make them myself. Very few young people know how to truly appreciate hot springs, so listen carefully. The temperature of the hot spring not only determines the type of snacks you should choose, but also the amount of time you should spend in the water. To bathe in a hot spring is to completely empty your mind. As such, swimming around the pool is incredibly disruptive and impolite, and something you should absolutely not learn from Mualani.
Hey!
All right, looks like you were able to adapt to the temperature, no problem. You should be able to switch to the natural springs then. Well, I've got to get going. Oh, and make sure you drink your milk. I'm looking at you, Mualani. I still remember how you used to pour it into the water when you were little. That better not happen again, whether I'm here to catch you or not.
Okay.
Paimon didn't think you were the type to do something like that.
I remember thinking I'd totally get away with it too. But turns out milk is pretty easy to spot when you pour it into clear water. Not my best work. Some people get dizzy if they stay in here too long. You guys all right?
Paimon's fine, just a bit stuffed.
Looks like you two are naturals. Oh, by the way, I have to leave you on your own for a little while this afternoon. I'm gonna help the others fix up that abandoned spring. I certainly don't trust their aesthetic tastes. Who knows what will become of the place if I leave them unattended. In exchange, though, I can recommend a couple of shops that are worth a visit. Huh?
Yeah, she brought us snacks and taught us about the hot springs. We want to do our friends are supposed to help each other out.
Well then, the more the merrier. All right, we should get going. Let's organize the best hot
Mualani! Wait, you...
We're here to help.
But you're important guests. We can't put you to work.
All right. Stop trying to out-polite each other, would you? The sooner we get this party started, the sooner we get to enjoy the real... Now, where to start? Looks like the water outlet is blocked pretty bad. Ooh, those boxes in the corner need to be thrown out as well. Oh, they're moldy. Also, someone needs to go out and get some cloth, wood, and decorations. Oh, and snacks, too. I say we get enough for 20 or 30 people. Bulk purchases fetch the best prices after all. Oh, but don't just accept the first offer they give you.
I'm not good.
Hey, I'm not any better, and I wouldn't even know what to buy.
Yeah, that works. I can introduce you to all the shops while we're at it. All right. Hey there, Yellowpath. Hope business has been going well.
Well, if it isn't Mualani, back from the pilgrimage,
That's right. Didn't make the cut this year, though.
well, it wouldn't be a competition if everyone got to win. So what'll it...
Here, it's all on the list. Quite a sizable order, as you can see. So, can we expect a
Wow, that is a large order. What's it all for? A party?
That's right. Keep this between us for now, but we're throwing a hot spring party for Auntie Atea.
Wait, you're saying she can go in the hot springs again? That's great news! How about this? You can have the decorations on the house, and I'll give you 20% off the cloth and wood.
Come on, I know you can sweeten the deal. That pile of wood's been sitting there since I left for the pilgrimage. At this rate, you need to get rid of it or it's gonna go moldy.
All right, all right. Such a handful. Just give me a moment while I pack all this up for...
Wow, that was amazing, Mualani!
All in a day's work. By the way, Yellowfath, are these 2 stones for sale?
Interested? They won't come cheap.
I'm not planning to haggle this time, I promise. Package them separately, would you? Nope. Kachina likes shiny little trinkets, so whenever I come across something like that, I always buy it for her. I'll hold on to them for now. It'll be a nice little surprise for her when she returns victorious from battle. I'm sure she'll like it.
All right, that should be everything. If you could just double check, make sure nothing's missing.
Let me see. Huh? What's this crate of juice doing here?
That's on the house. 7 years ago, when the Abyss attacked our tribe, Atea saved my brother's life. She never asked for anything in return, but I could never forget what she did for my family that day. So, send her my regards, would you?
Oh, we will. It's gonna be a party to remember. Thanks a lot, Yellowfath. Well, that's our shopping done. Let's head back.